So today is a very special day. We're going to fetch my second car, and by the looks of this sagging what is this sagging hood lining, I'm in my Golf 6 GTI that I also bought at an auction. This one has been rather reliable. I've done over 6,000 Ks since I redid the motor on this one. Also bought it as an. Now hopefully the ones that I'm getting now can be as reliable as this one. If you're asking yourself why I have not fixed my hood lining, it's because I first want my cars to be very reliable and take them on very long distance drives before I even think of investing a lot of money in them in terms of respraying the body and doing up the hood lining. So this one has passed all of the tests. It doesn't even have any management lights besides a light bulb light. So yeah, this one is a very reliable one. I use it as a daily. I really love this car. If you're new to this channel, please click that like and subscribe button, and you should have a little bit of an idea which one I did get if you have been following me for a while, because I'm a very big VW and Audi fan. So that's a little bit of a hint. Let's go see which one is the second car. Let's go. Official touchdown at the auction house. I'm on the way to collect my second car. Let's go check it out. This one I think is the least one you'll expected me to get, but let's go get it. There she is. This is the one. This is the bad boy. This is the one. So this is officially my second one. So yeah, let's take it to the shop and see what we have gotten, whether we hit the jackpot or we're opening another can of worms. So yeah, this is it. So my second non-runner has officially been collected. So right now it's a race against time. I'm on my way to the shop. Just want to create some space for this non-runner. I think I'm actually going to start by repairing this one, because I think this one has got the least amount of work. So let's try and squeeze this repair in this episode. Let's go. So I'm currently pulling into my shop, and the tow truck driver told me that he just dropped the car off a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, let's see this beast, boy. There she is. Whoa, look at that thing. That thing looks clean, my boy. The second beast has arrived. Look at this beauty. This is a really dope angle. So yeah, let's push it into the shop and let's see what we've gotten ourselves here. But this, my friend, is a very clean car. All right, so let's give this VW Golf a try. Let's try it out and see what happens. Come on, John. So right now I got some time to kill. Let's see what this car does, since it's a non-runner. As I said in my previous video when I was inspecting this car, this thing was pretty clean. So yeah, the interior is just absolutely immaculate. So yeah, so at least if you try and switch it on, everything comes on like it's supposed to. So let's give it a swing and see what it does. How you go? Okay, it's starting. Okay, then maybe it's not driving. Let's put it in. Oh shit, error, gearbox you can drive on. So it's got a gearbox error. The car is running, but it's got a gearbox error. I'm gonna check this out and see. Maybe I'm just gonna put it on my diagnostics machine, see what trouble codes I see or find, and we can take it from there. Sharp. So this car is actually a runner. The only issue with it is that the gearbox is not working like it's supposed to be working. So I tried to put it in reverse and it is just looking at me. It's not moving, it's got no motion. I put it in drive as well and it just changes to second gear. So there is a gearbox issue. We have to run it on a diagnostics and see what is the problem with this beauty. But I got my fingers crossed. I got high hopes for this one. So what I'm gonna do is just basically run a diagnostics and see what the problem is with the gearbox. Hopefully we do not have to replace the gearbox, because that's gonna be a very big knock in terms of the costs of the car. And then my GTI as well, I got it on the ramp now. I'm about to do a full inspection on this one, see what's wrong, and get a quotation on my parts that are required for this car to see what I need to try and cough out to make it a runner, and basically put in the computer box that's missing in the car so that we can at least try and turn the engine to see if it also runs. So I don't know, but this one I just yeah, this one I don't even know. I'm lost for words with this one. The body is neat, but I'm a little bit scared in terms of what I might find, but it might just also surprise me. Sharp. So the Golf 7.5 is finally in my shop. Let's go and see the cost breakdown of this bad boy. Let's go. So as I said, I was actually thinking of starting with this Golf 7.5. So our Golf 7.5 is going on the board. Alright, so the moment a lot of you have been waiting for and asking and not getting answers is how much I get these cars for. So for this one in particular, we spent about 120 on this one, which I think is reasonable, because I saw the cheapest one selling for 290,000, and it also had about 120,000 on the clock. So I think that they are keeping their value to a certain extent. So I think that we can make our money back on this one. So this one is 120 grand, and the problem on this one is the gearbox. So I highly suspect that the gearbox clutch might be gone. So I've done one for a previous client of mine and it cost around about 7,000 rand. So I can just hope that this is what my cost is also going to be, but I can only see tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be seeing what our costs amount to. Hopefully I don't have to replace the gearbox. Even if we do have to replace the gearbox, looking at maybe a minimum of about 25 to 30,000, we will still be within range. 25 plus this is about 145. So yeah, we will see how goes it. But for now, our only cost is this. And tomorrow we are going to be seeing properly what we need on this car. Otherwise, this one, I'm very confident with it. This was I'd say a very good buy. For 120, you're getting a 2021 Golf 7.5 with 150,000 on the clock. I think is quite reasonable. I think 2020 or 2021, I just have to double check the logbook. So I think that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna see. Hopefully I can finish this car. I don't mean to jinx it, but I already have a buyer for this one. So I already have a buyer, so I'm comfortable. I just need to try and make sure that the car is in pristine condition, as well as pristine condition in terms of mechanically sound, and then good in terms of it being reliable. So I'm still going to do a full inspection once the car is up and running. I just need to keep within budget so that I am a little bit above water. Sharp. So today is a brand new day and I want to get done with my Golf 7.5 TSI. So I've established that the problem is the gearbox. So before I even strip the gearbox, I want to at least plug it on the machine and see if we have a mechatronics issue, an oil pump issue within the gearbox, or it is the clutch. Normally we are able to get all of those trouble codes and the information from the diagnostics. So let's try and do the diagnostics and see if we can get this done. So currently busy with the diagnostics, and and we do have a transmission fault that is registered. If you have this transmission fault, the car will go into limp mode as it is. So the transmission fluid pump A is the one that is damaged on this gearbox. So if your hydraulic transmission fluid pump is damaged, that is also might be an indication of damaged internals in terms of your gears inside, the mechatronics. Could be a whole chain reaction of damaged parts. So even my clients, I always recommend that with a reconditioned gearbox, there is no guarantee most of the time unless you're getting it from the agents. Sometimes agents do supply reconditioned gearboxes, and at least their guarantee is much better than the other guys. So on this one per se, I'm not going to fix this gearbox. I think I might just replace it. So let's go look for a gearbox. So the 7.5 is on the ramp now. We're just going to remove the gearbox. Pretty easy, just remove everything out of the way, slap that thing out there, and then we're going to try out our new second-hand gearbox and see if this thing drives. So let's just keep our hopes up. Now we're just going to strip out everything and see how everything goes. Pisando. Huh? So we're still currently busy with the stripping, and I think I might have found what caused the oil pump to fail. If you look at the sump right here, it is just leaking and gushing out oil. So it must have probably failed because of the low gearbox oil. So we're still busy with this car. One thing, if you're going to be buying non-runners, your negotiating skills have to be good. So let's call the scrapyard dealer where I'm going to be getting the gearbox and try and get the best price for this box. Some of the guys are selling it for 45,000, some 30,000. I'm going to try and drop this guy. He told me it's 27,000 as a discount the last time. Let's see what we can do. Let's see.
2,000 years later.
You probably can send some bullshit here, that's why he's not picking up. Try him again. So I am failing dismally to negotiate for this gearbox. As you can see, he just keeps cutting me off and not answering the phone. So I'll have to go directly to him. But this gearbox is on its way out. Everything has been removed, from the starter to the bell housing bolts to all of the wiring. As you know, it's very important that you remove everything on anything that you want to remove on a vehicle. So right now what we're going to be doing is to remove this mounting and then drop the gearbox and go and exchange this gearbox for a good running one. I'm hoping by the end of today, sundown, I will be driving this car, so we will see. Let's go. So all the bell housing bolts are out, everything is out. The gearbox is also on its way out now, so yeah. So the gearbox is officially out and we cannot see any visible damage. However, we do have to strip this baby out. So this marks the end of today's video. We did strip the gearbox and the damage that we found inside was actually catastrophic. The oil pump was damaged. Also, the gears looked a little bit burnt out, as well as some normal wear and tear over there. Even the mechatronics, as you can see in this video that's currently playing, was also just showing some signs of being burnt out. So getting a new gearbox is and looks like a viable solution, because the guys that will be repairing and reconditioning the gearbox are charging a fee that is almost as much as getting a second-hand gearbox. So as I always advise my customers, it's better to get a second-hand gearbox rather than to fix the gearbox. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing on the next episode, and hopefully it runs sharp.